Welcome everyone to the channel, and thank you to everyone that voted on the poll a couple of days ago, letting me know which what if scenario you guys wanted to see next on this channel. I think that we can take this story in many different directions, so stay tuned to how it ends. We begin this story on Ryloth as the Galactic Empire roams freely throughout the galaxy. However, this planet was different. The Twi'leks of Ryloth have seen enough war come to their planet. First the Separatists, now the Empire. They are led by a young rebel scout who has been training her people for the upcoming war. They are able to hold off against the small garrison of troops that guarded the planet. But she knows that more will come, and the next battle could possibly be their last. With many of her soldiers injured, she desperately calls out for help. This message is able to make its way to none other than Captain Rex. As Rex, Wolf, and Gregor all sit around a hollow table discussing what their next steps should be. After the war, Captain Rex had been searching all over the galaxy for his brothers that had abandoned the Empire. Many clones that were loyal to the Empire during the fall of the Jedi had soon become decommissioned, as the Emperor had no need for them anymore. The Emperor only cared about numbers, and due to their accelerated aging, many clones rebelled against the Empire after they saw what the Empire truly stood for. Captain Rex was able to save some of his brothers to give them a new home away from the Empire. However, he knew that his brothers could provide the rebellion with much needed military support. This could change the fate of the galaxy and allow more systems to join the rebel cause. Rex spoke about this with Wolf and Gregor, asking them if they would join him to lead his brothers into battle once more, to finish their mission and redeem the ones that they have lost along the way. Both Wolf and Gregor agree that change needs to be made, but we do not have the numbers to stand up against a full assault of the Empire. Rex acknowledges their concern, but believes, even with their numbers, that they can make themselves known for something that the Empire should fear. The Emperor knows how valuable Ryloth would be for the Empire to create a new stronghold for more systems to fall under Imperial control. He commands General Carr to lead a full assault on the planet to defeat this pathetic rebel force from stopping him to achieve total control. General Carr acknowledges the order and walks out of the room to prepare his ship. It was at that moment that Captain Rex and his men made their way down to the surface of Ryloth, where they can already see the destruction that had occurred. One of the clones says that he remembered when the Separatists took control of this planet. However, it never looked like this. They see a small village on the outskirts of the city as they land their ship. Hera and a few guards walk out, cautious that this might be a trap by the Empire. As the clones walk towards them, Hera tells her men to stand down as Captain Rex says to her, "We received your message and wanted to do our part to defend this planet." Hera, so glad to hear this, says, "We did not know if anyone would come." Just after I made that transmission, the Empire blocked all trade from coming to this planet as a way to cause my people to surrender. Rex moves in closer and says, "We have come to make sure that your planet does not fall and will do everything in our power to prepare your people for the upcoming battle." Hera says they have already received word that the Empire is coming back, and this time they plan on slaving anyone that does not show their full allegiance. Rex asks, "How many healthy individuals do you have left?" Hera replied with, "Maybe 20 to 30, if even. We sustained heavy losses even with their small garrison of troops. The Empire is much stronger and well equipped than we anticipated." Rex says, "We will train your people to survive to the best of our abilities. Now we need to use their own weapons against them if we want any chance to survive." Hera says, "I can take us to their old base." Rex says, "Very good," and tells a few of his men to check on the wounded. to see how many are able to fight. On their way to the base, Hera asks Rex, "Why did you choose to come help us?" Rex replies with, "He wishes things were different. We had no idea what these inhibitor chips did until it was too late." Once the order was activated, many clones turned on their generals without hesitation. Only a few of us were able to resist this order for mere seconds, as it allowed some Jedi to escape. Now the Jedi are still being hunted down for their so-called treason against the Republic, while clones are getting decommissioned and replaced by stormtroopers. The very thing that we swore to protect has led my brothers to die for what we used to believe was right. Hera says, "I'm sorry for your losses, but I am glad to see you here fighting for what you believe is right." As they walk into the base, they see that most of the guns still work. As Rex says, "We shall make our final stand here and use their weapons against them." Captain Rex gets word from Gregor about the total number in their company now. Rex tells Gregor to send men to the base as we need to rebuild this stronghold before the Empire comes back. The rest of the men begin training them with your marksman skills to prepare them for assault. Gregor acknowledges the order as Rex looks around the base for ammunition to give them a fighting chance. After working on the base for several days, he gets word from the surface that a Star Destroyer has just jumped out of hyperspace. Rex orders everyone to come to the base as General Carr tells his transports to begin their deployment. As TIE fighters join the transports in aerial assault, they begin firing at the base. As everyone has finally arrived at the base, Captain Rex tells the clones to guard the walls, while the Twi'leks go down into the trenches they dug out to surprise the enemy. Rex tells Wolf that he needs to grab a squadron of clones and plant explosives inside that Star Destroyer to avoid it from escaping and bringing another wave of troops. Once those transports land, we will create a diversion for you, Wolf, while you and your company sneak into the transports and place detonators inside the Star Destroyer to avoid them from coming back. Rex then commands Gregor to be in charge of those TIE fighters to man the rocket launchers to take them down. As the transports land, the stormtroopers make a full assault towards the base as the TIE fighters keep shooting from above. As the stormtroopers get closer to the base, they receive shooting from the trenches as they are quickly picked off, while many clones begin then firing on the walls, trapped by gunfire from both directions. One of the stormtroopers reports back to the Star Destroyer that they need reinforcements, as there are clones at this base. General Carr is shocked by this information and how this pathetic rebellion has clones fighting for them. The second wave of reinforcements have made their way down to the surface, but this time they have brought ATSTs to increase their firepower. TIE fighters come in from another attack. However, Gregor is able to use his company of heavy troopers to shoot rocket launchers with lock-on missiles as they destroy the TIE fighters. Rex says to Gregor, "We are going to need more of rockets against those ATSTs." Gregor reports that they do not have any more rockets left. As the second wave gets closer, the ATSTs do significant damage to the base, killing many men. Rex commands everyone to abandon the base as they need to move into the forest to find cover. Rex commands Wolf that this is the distraction he needs and must take the transports up to the Star Destroyer. As the second wave makes their way into the forest to hunt down the surviving rebels, Wolf and his company sneak into the transports as they report to the Star Destroyer that they have injured men and must be allowed to aboard immediately. General Carr acknowledges their orders. Wolf and his company line the transports with explosives as they land the transports into the hangar bay. They leave the transports unattended and sneak into the TIE fighters as they have remote controls to activate the explosives once they are outside the range. Wolf and his men jump into TIE fighters as they blast their way outside the hangar doors and ignite the explosives, causing a chain reaction to occur all throughout the hangar bay. This explosion reaches one of the ion engines, causing it to explode. The Star Destroyer quickly loses power and crashes down to the surface as Wolf and his men shoot down the rest of the ATSTs heading into the forest. The battle has been won. Hera goes up to Rex saying none of this would be possible without your support. Rex replies that this is our job to protect and serve what we believe is right. My men have agreed to keep the fighting coming, as we still have a long road ahead of us in order to defeat this empire. So there you have it. If you guys enjoyed this what if scenario, then please click that like button and subscribe to the channel, as this video took a very long time to make. As always, have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you all in the next one.